Hey everybody, I'm Josh Skinner for WithJosh.com, and I want you to meet someone very special. I think he is the next best thing. Please meet Blare LeVoir.
What's that?
LeVoir?
LeVoir.
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 We're working on this. So you're raised in Texas, and you're a singer, you're a dancer.
That's right.
And people are probably wondering, why am I choosing you as this artist spotlight? I think you're the next best thing because A, you have 50,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
You had some videos that had like 5 million views on YouTube, and you're so young. I'm not going to give away your real age, but you're so young and you've done so much. You've had a #1 hit on Billboard magazine.
That's right.
It was your EP, All About Us.
Right.
And you're not signed to a label.
No.
And you are not in Los Angeles or New York. You're in Texas.
Yeah, of all places.
Okay, so take me back to the beginning.
All right.
So you just throw up a random video on YouTube.
Pretty much. I wasn't really getting anywhere with my music, and I knew I had a plan. I've always had a plan of what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do with my life and my career and everything, so I've always had a goal. And I decided, what the heck, just put a video up. So I did. I joined everybody else on the YouTube craze, and I just hopped on the bandwagon and put my first video up.
What were you thinking when you hit upload? Were you thinking, maybe I'll get 10 views, or 100, or did you tell all your friends on Facebook, or what were you thinking at that moment? Did you think it would turn into this?
No, I had no idea. I thought it would be like maybe a 16 view or a 32 view. I'm like embarrassed of it and going, oh my god, did I really put that up? And then maybe like a year later take it down or forget how to sign back into YouTube. But it just kind of...
So you put up a video on YouTube, and then how much longer until you saw maybe I have a top 10 album hit on iTunes?
That was like
behind Adele and Rihanna.
It was like a year and a half later that I really started to work on my artistry, and I decided what kind of music I wanted to delve into at the moment, and I decided just pop. I wanted to be a pop artist. So
did you think anyone would buy it?
No, I just thought maybe, like, my friends and my family, which is maybe, like, around 50 people, so it really wasn't...
And you sold over 20,000 the first week.
Yeah.
Well, what is that like? I'm in Texas, I don't have a label, I don't really have a PR firm, I just have social media, and suddenly you're on iTunes top 10 album sales. Not like just one genre, like dance or pop, like all together.
I either think
because I'm sure the rest of the world's like, who the hell is this guy?
Some rich person really liked my music, or
bought 100,000.
Yeah, or I have some fans out there that are really dedicated to my music, and I can't thank you enough for
How overwhelming was it?
It was pretty crazy. Like when I first heard it, I was like, I think there was like a mistype, or I had
wait, how do you find out? Like when something like that happens, like who notifies you?
My manager, and she was like, you gotta sit down for this. I'm gonna go, wait, well, you can't start with that. So, and she was like, well, you've gotta, you're up on the Billboard charts. And I go, what position? She was like, #1. I was like, you're kidding, right? I thought it was like a joke, like a practical joke.
Okay, well, the obvious question is, how did you do it? Like, are you saying that it was just like this magic formula of just throwing something on YouTube and tweeting and using Facebook, and then suddenly
and I believed in it. I believed in myself enough that I could do it. And I just put it out there into the world and the universe, and I just, I made up my mind that this is going to be successful. Whether I was #1 or #10, or it's just going to be successful.
I know. Now I'm asking a business question.
Right.
How did you really do it? Like, how many times did you tweet or Facebook to say, buy my album, please buy it? Or was it just like, hey, I've got a new thing and let's see what happens?
It was more of a branding type thing with whatever I was doing at the time. So if I made a video, I made sure to put it, at the end of my video, or down in the link bar, or tweet it out, 2 or 3 times a day. Just kind of slip it in there. So I don't want to be overwhelming, like, hey, buy my stuff. I think that's kind of annoying. But I try to slip it in so it's kind of under the covers. And
well, how did you get 50,000 fans on Twitter? Like, how does that happen?
I have no idea.
I mean, you're verified and everything, and half the world's probably like, who is this guy?
It had to be word of mouth. It had to be, because I don't even know that... I've never met that many people in my life. Like, it's crazy. Maybe...
Have you ever done a concert?
No.
Okay, so you've never done a concert. This is what's so fascinating about this story. Like, you're just an internet sensation. Like...
See, I don't even think of myself.
Like, what if you weren't even a real person? Like, no one's seen you.
Exactly.
Like,
I've been stuck
where's
in
the
Texas.
red carpet? Where's the? This makes no sense, but it's so It's so awesome. Like, you have no idea how...
I'm really excited about
Is it so overwhelming?
Sometimes it is.
Or is it really frustrating to be like, I have this career that no one knows about, but I'm a success?
Yes. Yes.
What's that like?
It's frustrating. You know, it's... a lot of it has to do with my location, where I'm at. Texas, there's not a whole lot going on there on the pop music, you know, top 40 charts.
But how has your life changed since the internet has made you go viral?
I've dedicated myself more to my craft. I've made time specifically to, this is the time I rehearse, this is the time I write music, this is the time that I make sure everything's in check. My health, I make sure everything that needs to be done so that can be a success gets done. It's my job now. Before I worked at several different retail places, little bitty places, and now I don't.
We're using this new phrase right now. It's called CeWEBrity, and it's for people who become celebrities. Yes. Yeah, take that, Seacrest. No, and it's all about people who have gone viral and they become these internet celebrities.
Right.
So I want to know, how has your life changed since you've become a major celebrity in the YouTube music world?
I guess I can say that it affected me in the sense that it affected other people. What
do you mean?
I get messages sometimes like 2-3 times a week. Blare, your song really got me through the week. Blare, your situation song, it really it described in a musical form, how I was feeling at a certain time or another, and that it made me feel like somebody else understood. So that to me is, that changes me. I go, okay, well, I've got to write something different, pull from an experience that I've had before to, combat that.
I really like you.
Thank you.
And I just want I want everyone to really know that. Like, I was looking forward to this interview, but doing the pre-interview before this and getting to know you over the past hour, you're a really solid guy, and you've got a great team of people.
Thank you. I do.
Yeah.
I have a great team.
Who's your role model? By the way, that was a fan question. Hey.
All right. From a professional standpoint, I'd have to say probably Beyonce. She has a great work ethic, and she's built herself an empire of the entertainment business is basically on some level is hers. She has a firm grip on music and her clothesline and everything. But from a more artistic music sense, maybe Rihanna, Kanye West, Katy Perry.
And but what makes you different from all those people? I mean, we're just saturated with all these pop stars, and a lot of them are just like a flash in the pants.
Right.
Like, I don't know if One Direction will be around in 5 years.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Or it's cool, Katy Perry, or
right.
Obviously Britney will still be here in some fashion.
Exactly.
But
Hell,
like,
Britney.
yeah. So what makes you different from all these people, other than being a celebrity?
I'd have to say that my drive is crazy. I could even comprehend what celebrity was and what what an artist does. That's what I wanted to be. I won't stop. I won't stop. And once I get to the point, I can just see from my fans already that they want more. They always want more. So I'll obviously give them exactly what they want, because they've helped me through this journey.
Tell me about your fans.
They're kind of crazy. Y'all are crazy.
He's honest.
I get
crazy in love.
Yeah, I get.
That was a Beyonce reference.
Yes.
Thank you. You gotta keep it up.
Hell, Beyonce also.
Yeah.
Let's see. They message me quite a bit.
Well, there's 50,000 of you.
Or right.
Yeah.
So I get lots of different messages quite often, and they range from obscene to really sweet and nice, and it makes my day type messages, and I can't thank of all of you enough for that. So.
And where do you want to go from here?
I'm looking for the next step. This is like the medium plane. I'm ready for the big leagues. I'm ready to join the big boys.
Are you going to be working on some new music?
Of course, I'm always working on new music. There's always a possibility wherever I'm at or whatever I'm doing. There's music running through my head. Okay, these are good lyrics. Okay, this is a nice melody. So I'm always working.
So I know right now you are going to sing one of your original songs. Will you please tell everyone watching who's not familiar with you what the song's about?
All right, I'm going to sing 1st of May, and I wrote it. It was about an experience that it was actually in May, actually in April into May, And it was a really bad relationship, and I had to break off from that. And so I just wrote a song about it that it really was kind of cathartic, the way it played out, because that was like 3 or 4 years ago. And it was still there with me running in the back of my head, and I was like, how am I going to get this out of me and out of my head? I just got to release it. So I sat down and I wrote a melody and I wrote a couple lines, and then those couple lines turned into a verse and then a chorus. And
did you write a lot of music from personal experience, like brokenness and heartache?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got my heart broken in January.
Oh, that sucks.
12 songs later, making some money.
See?
There you go! Best thing ever!
Don't jack around with us, Taylor Swift. You should know.
Yeah, totally, right? So right now we are going to give you an exclusive of Blare singing, and we also have a second song coming, but that's later.
Yep. Stay tuned.
All right, let's do it.
Started in the first week of May. I woke up in the morning and said, today is the first day for me. You never thought a consequences. I was rolling up my bed, trying to figure out a plan to get back out, find my strength, I'll never be your man. All your words that fill with doubt, what I'm saying you're still trying to figure out. First week of May, I woke up in the morning and said, all your words don't mean nothing. What you had said, you always said in vain. You never thought to end it for me. Now I'm your worst enemy. Keep the letters, I know what they say. They tell you how I was yours, but not forgetting. Just say the love part that's now missing. Now you're running round playing victim. You weren't playing by the rules, you were running all around, taking each short forever there's a crowd. No, I won't be the one to help you out the grave you dug. First week of May, I woke up in the morning and said, all your words don't mean nothing. What you had said, you always said in vain. You never thought to end it for me. Now I'm your worst enemy. Oh. Your words don't mean nothing. What you had said, you always said in vain. You never thought to end it for me. Now I'm your worst enemy. Started in the first week of May. I woke up in the morning and said,
Dude, that was so amazing.
Thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you.
You have to go to his website. Please tell everyone where they can find more information.
Check it out.
Just look below. Alright, now let's do a cover of Rihanna's Umbrella.
Let's do it. You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you're still pink star, baby. 'Cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars, and that's when you're there. With you I'll always share. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be a friend. Took an oath, promise to get out till the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, These fancy things will never come in between. You're part of my entity, here for infinity. When the world has dealt its cards, when the world has dealt its part, if the hand is hard, together we're meant to hide. Because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be a friend. Took an oath, promise to get out till the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, under my umbrella. Ella, Ella, You can run into my arms, that's okay, don't be alarmed. Come here to me, there's no distance in between our love. So gonna let the rain pour, I'll be all you need and more. And because when the sun shines, we'll shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be a friend. Took an oath, I must get out till the